What is going on, lovely people? Welcome to another episode of the Editorial Podcast. I'm Nikki.
And this is Chris coming at you with 6,532,835 bubbas between us.
I think the audience should note that prior to recording this, Chris asked me how long my cat Bubba was in centimeters.
Yes. Well, my very first question was, do you have a ruler?
Right. And I was like, what do you mean?
Well, we need the measurements.
I didn't know that's what you needed it for, but like I was like at my desk, I pull out the drawer, and it just so happens that, like the classic elementary school ruler that's yellow with like the black printed lines on it. That's what I had. And I showed Chris, and I'm like, okay, let me go and grab my cat.
Yes. And then a couple scratches and mauls later.
Yeah, I did get scratched, though, for sure. Don't worry, no cats were harmed in the measuring of this.
Just a Nikki.
There's humans. Yeah, humans harmed, for sure. But I think he is getting a little chubby. I'm actually waiting to take him in for his annual vet checkup end of August. So we'll see what the vet has to say. But he's getting a little chonky,
Oh, man. And he's so like close to the ground. He's like a little lowrider.
Yes, that is your nickname for him, lowrider.
Yeah.
He is getting chonky. Like he's just, how like pit bulls or like what are those like French bulldogs have like that kind of stance, like with the broad shoulders and like, muscular front legs. Yeah, that's what he looks like he has right now.
Oh, man. So, he's a handsome boy, though. Like, he's got those striking eyes.
Cute.
And then he's got that little apron and his little mittens. Like, he's super cute.
I know. And then I don't know why, but he started to like have a couple of little hairs between his eyebrows that are white contrasting against his like dark, smoky gray fur on his face. He's pretty handsome, that one.
He's super handsome, that one.
I wanted to ask Chris, I think you mentioned you're back at work.
Yeah, I'm back at work. I sound very forlorn about it. Like I'm very happy to have a job, and I'm very happy to be called back, and I'm happy to have a paycheck. That's nice.
Yeah.
Am I thrilled about having to deal with the public when the air is still plague? Not so much, but
probably not.
Yeah, it is what it is. I literally am always wearing my mask. My cohorts at the store was like, you can take it off if you want. We'll just stay away from you. I'm like, no, I'm good.
No, don't risk it. Especially when you're in retail. That's a no-no.
Oh my God. The amount of people that are just strutting up and down the mall corridor without masks on. In Ontario, they've made it law now that you have to wear masks in all like public indoor spaces. But like people are still idiots.
Right.
Yeah. So it's been challenging. It's been interesting these last couple days.
You know what literally just went through my mind? Obviously, I am still unemployed.
Oh my gosh.
And I've been on TikTok way too fucking much, which you already know.
Yes.
I'm one of those people that fall into the category of like, I downloaded it for fun and now I'm obsessed. Like I'm hooked.
That's how they get you,
no
dude.
Way.
That's how they get you.
I know. And you know what? Like they're banning it. They're starting to ban it on Australia. And I think TikTok is pulling out of Hong Kong.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. I'm like this. And then actually Mr. Pharmacist sent me a post on Reddit that was like how on your phone, like the algorithm on TikTok and how it works is that it literally learns from like the videos that you watch and how long you're on it for and like the type of videos that you decide to share and you like, it continually feeds you that type of content. And it becomes just like a wormhole that just sucks you in, that just, in the age of like data collection, this is prime real estate for just people who want to buy analytics from a company like TikTok to know what is the now, what is trending, and how to market it towards you as a human. Like what will make you buy into this. It is so terrifying. So Mr. Pharmacist actually deleted TikTok. And so the only time that he gets to be on it is when he's using my phone. He's like, because he's like, do you not mind that you're being monitored? I'm like, honestly, like, no. It's not like I'm watching like some, I mean, no, I do, actually, I do watch weird ass shit on my phone, but it's not like anything that I don't care, like that I would care that the general public to know about. Like, I
Yeah,
really don't care.
that's fair. I mean, I feel the same way about like other social media outlets like Facebook and Instagram. Like, honestly, if Mark Zuckerberg's really selling my information, he's just like selling the fact that I like watch a lot of dog videos and like I'm
Right?
and I'm like
Cat
strangely
videos for me.
yeah, I'm like strangely obsessed with MTV's Wildin' Out because I watch all their clips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all
Oh,
he would
yeah.
find out about me. I'm like, yeah, do what you will with that. Oh, and
Hmm.
I like a lot of like dumb Tumblr memes. You know how they screenshot like
Oh,
Tumblr
yeah.
memes, but they're all like literary based
Not really.
because I'm a nerd.
No.
Oh
When
man.
there's a post or a meme that has way too many words in it, I scroll past it. I'm like, this is not the purpose
No,
of
no,
a
no. There was
meme.
like a
It's like there's too
really
much
funny
reading
one where
involved.
it was like a comic. It was like a couple panels and it was like about Titus Andronicus, which is like my favorite Shakespeare play because it makes no sense. And it was basically like Titus Andronicus like offering a pie to the goth queen and she's like, "Oh wow, thank you. A pie for me. What flavor is it?" And then it's like the next panel is Titus Andronicus going, "Your children flavored." And I was like, "This is hilarious."
I'm looking at you with the blankest of blank stares because I have like no reference point to anything you just said.
So basically what happens is like Titus Andronicus is like this army leader and there's this queen who's like wreaking havoc on a small town and basically what happens in the end is they get back at her by baking her two sons into a pie and feeding it to the queen. Cannibalism. Boom, baby. Yeah.
Wow, that just went dark like 0 to 100
I feel like
fast. Like,
no one
holy.
understands how much I love that play. It is my favorite play just because of how insane it is. It's insane.
Anybody who actually got that reference, please leave it in the comments because I like
Guys, we're going to be
you
best
and Chris can be best friends.
friends.
Jesus. I know. No, but I was bringing up TikTok because when you said that there's so many people just walking around the mall with no masks
Mhm.
on, there's this thing going on TikTok where there's a little sound bit that's just like, the volume in this bus is astronomical. I have no idea how. I'm like, that's just sounds like something that's fitting.
Yeah.
Anybody who's obsessed with TikTok like me, I think you'll understand and like let me know if I used it right. But but speaking of like being in retail, I think today we wanted to dive into the topic of materialism
Oh
and fast fashion,
yeah.
something a little bit, more on the, I mean, I want to say serious, but not really, because we end up making shit not serious
Oh
anyways. This
yeah.
podcast is all about the
We
funsies.
can't be trusted to make anything serious. Absolutely not.
Exactly. We're not the most PC people. Actually, so no. Chris is probably more PC than I
Oh
am.
man.
I didn't know that PC didn't stand for like a computer. It
Oh
actually means politically correct. Like, I didn't
Lord.
get that until somebody pointed it out. So that just gives you kind of like the bottom line that we're working with here.
Mhm.
That is Nikki. Okay,
Oh my
so
goodness.
I just wanted to say that for those who don't know me, I am a sucker for packaging.
Oh
I'm just gonna
man.
tell you guys right now. I'm a sucker for packaging. I'm a sucker for good marketing. I don't know how else to explain it. I will grab something off the shelves just solely based on the fact that the packaging is nice.
Oh
I know
man.
you're giving me this just cringe face right now, Chris, but like if it actually has nice font and the box, I don't know, if it was like, if it said this box, like, the container itself is made from like 100% recycled cardboard, I'll be like, even though the granola bars inside might look like shit, I'm
Oh
buying
my
it. Like,
god. I love
it's
that.
a nightmare for you, isn't
No,
it?
because you know what? I get it. I understand. I'm almost the same way, but like with local companies, like if you market yourself as like a local brand,
Oh,
I
yeah.
will give you my money. There's a
Okay,
couple
okay.
stores here that I like love and support, far too often. Peace Collective being one of them. Shout out to Peace
Yes.
Collective. I love those guys.
I love their stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're always a good time. There's another one that's owned by like this husband and wife duo called North Standard Trading Post. They're also super great. Province of Canada, like all of those places that are like local Toronto based brands or just like local Canadian
Mm-hmm.
brands, like I'm in. Take my money. I'm all about like repping Canada every chance I get and like shamelessly. I will rep Toronto super hard if I have to. Like I will go out of my way to get like an artist designed Blue Jays cap just
Mm-hmm.
because it was done by like a local artist and like is my favorite baseball team. Like I will do that in a heartbeat. So I understand,
Okay.
but like it's you got to have a really good buy-in for me to do it. Peace Collective gives back to the community.
Yeah,
North
yeah,
Standard
yeah.
Trading Post is run by like a lovely like husband and wife duo. Like I'm into it.
Right. So like 10 trees. Like you buy a t-shirt, they plant 10 trees for you.
Yeah. Like I'd be into that kind of thing. Like
Right.
there's got to be some
Okay.
sort of given for me to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's like kind of me with like the beginning of Tom's where they're like, buy one pair of shoes and we'll give one pair of shoes to a child in the third world country,
Yes.
I was like, down. Fucking these shoes look like complete horse shit, but I am
Take my
down.
money to clothe these children.
I mean like who the fuck still wears Toms nowadays? That is either one like if you're not a nurse, like I know a bunch of nurses actually now wear Skechers, but like I've like met up with like, if I like go on a date with a guy and they're wearing Toms,
It's
I'm just
game
like
over. Like I don't understand how
it's
are they protecting your feet? It's literally just like canvas and cardboard.
oh
I don't
yeah. I
understand.
don't know. I think it was just a thing. It was like how everything becomes a thing. Like it's like it's the trend. It's like the thing to do. Like I honestly can't imagine somebody going still be like, "Hey, yeah, like I just got a brand new pair of Toms." Like,
Toms
what?
just in general make no sense to me. Like I don't get it. Like I have old lady feet. Like I don't want to be uncomfortable with my feet wrapped in canvas. Like what is that? No, I'll wear a pair of Chuck
With like
Taylors.
bare minimum of support on the bottom
There's
there
no
for your foot.
support.
Like if you have
Oh my gosh.
yeah, like flat feet people, you're gonna have like a hard time there. But I'm not bashing on the brand. It's just more like
Give me some extra support. Give me some extra support in there and I will consider it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I think it was a really good buy-in for a lot of people, which was like, oh yeah, I get to if I buy a pair of
Yeah.
shoes, like some
Let
child,
me
less
clothe a
fortunate child will
child.
have a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? But honestly, like for me, and like a lot of people close to me will know, the first thing that I see when I meet someone new or the first thing that I notice is somebody's shoes.
Huh.
I don't know if I've ever told you this before. Like
No.
I actually will I will purposely be like super sneaky about it and I'll like I don't know, pretend to sneeze or something and then like as my head goes down, I'm just like glancing at your shoes because for me if I'm going out, say on a date,
Mm-hmm.
how I gauge how serious you are or how much effort you put into meeting me is on your shoes because
Okay.
if you woke up late that
Uh-huh.
day and you spent all your time putting your outfit together and like or doing your hair or whatever it is, the last thing you put on is your shoes.
Okay.
So, if you woke up a little bit early and you took the time to match your shoes to your outfit, I'd be like, oh, okay, like this guy actually put in some effort.
Okay.
But if you're just like, let me put on a good outfit and then the shoes that are right beside the door, let's just grab those ones, I'd be like, I would know. Like, I see through you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I look
That's
at
so
your
funny.
shoes and then I look at your
That's
personality.
funny.
No, actually, there's a couple more things. No, no, no. There's like shoes, and then I'll be like, okay, I gotta like your face too. I can't be like, there's like a certain level of just standards of just, you gotta have two eyes and a mouth, and
Oh my god.
just the
You got to
things
be
need
a
to be there.
human person first. Can't be of another
Yeah,
species.
don't be a squid.
Don't be a squid.
And I don't know.
Oh man. I don't know if I might have to disagree with you there. I feel like because I have such a struggle with shoes, tiny feet, hashtag tiny feet,
Right.
I have like one of like
Right.
3 pairs of shoes that I will always turn to. One of 4 pairs of
Uh-huh.
shoes that I will always turn to. It'll either be like
Right.
a pair of like
Your
oh
Birkenstocks.
yeah, my like old lady Birkenstocks that come in kid sizes, or my
Right.
Blundstones. Blundstones
Uh-huh.
are a
Uh-huh.
huge deal here in Toronto. We love our Blundstones. They're an all
Right.
season boot, you know.
No such thing, but okay.
It is an all-season boot, Nikki. Gosh.
You can't fucking tell me that you're going to be wearing them at like 40-degree Toronto
You
weather.
know what? If the terrain is rough, I will wear them. Will I take out the sheepskin lining from inside of them? Yes. But will I wear them? Absolutely. It is an all-season boot.
You wreck me.
It is
I can't.
the best shoe. I have a lot of feelings about Blundstones. I love Blundstones. If Blundstones wants to give me a sponsorship deal, I'm in. Take my money.
Not sponsored.
Yes. Only kid sizes, please. Size 2. Thanks.
It's like I'm a really cheap sponsor too.
Yeah.
Just like take it.
Only one tax. Only one tax, please. Or I'm wearing like Chuck Taylors or like Air Max 90s that are like kid sizes because I always wanted to look like Marty McFly when I was a kid.
Okay.
That was a
interesting.
Back to
I'm
the
like
Future
the
reference.
exact opposite of you.
Oh,
I'm
man.
one of those people that are like, I have my winter boots.
Uh-huh.
I have my, and then I have my like fall, autumn
Oh my God.
booties. And then I've got, because like my over the knee high boots are like winter or like
What?
autumn. Yeah, like my over the knee high boots. Like,
Those are
I
like
have
fashion. Like, how are you wearing that in like snow and ice?
I just do.
Oh my God.
The amount of times that I could have slipped and fell and broke my skull, like astronomical.
Absolutely not.
Amount of times that I could have done it. But I have never, okay? You will catch me wearing my 5-inch heels,
Oh my God.
walking in like 3 centimeters, like 3 inches of snow. That's no problem. Like, dude, we don't really get snow here, but when we do, I'm still wearing my heels. Fuck y'all. Okay, so I have those, and then I have like I don't like toes, right? You know that.
Yes.
I don't like feet, so I don't really have like open toe. Like I don't have strappy sandals or like strappy heels or whatever that's like in nowadays. Like I'm slowly trying to warm up to the fact of like wearing them because I find that it is the trend right now. Like I do have a couple of pairs that has never seen the light of day. Fair. But I just bought them because they're pretty. So I have those, and then like it's just like certain shoes that I would only wear, say like summer and springtime. Like I have like a pair of Gucci sneakers that I don't wear much at all during autumn and winter because they'll get dirty because they're white, like they're white leather.
Oh my God,
so I wear it when it's like sunny outside.
Good Lord, that is like the most ostentatious nonsense I've ever heard. Like, how are you keeping that clean? Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me how I keep it clean. Very fucking easy. Don't wear it out when it's raining.
Oh my God.
Just don't.
Then like, what is even the point of like shoes then? Like, if I have a shoe that's gonna have like a care manual, like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like my Blundstones get oiled once a season and then they're like ready to go. They're ready to rock and roll.
That's like you asking me this, like that's you asking me the same question as like, what's the purpose of you spending $800 on a pair of heels that has a red bottom?
$800 on a pair of heels. Oh my!
It is just
absolute Christ.
It is just what it is. It is what it is.
My brain just atrophied. Oh my God! My Blundstones cost me like literally less than $100 because they're kid sizes and I pay one tax. That is insane. $800.
And you wear them all 4 seasons. And
all
here
4
I am
seasons.
with like
oh my God.
I don't know, man. I think that's just like the difference between, and it's perfect that we're talking about this because I buy into that. Like I've mentioned this before, I will invest in quality pieces. Like now that I've grown older, I see the value in just investing in like, again, like quality leather items or like nice shoes because I'm in them all the time or, pieces. See, the thing is like, if I had just one pair of shoes that I wore for like the entire fucking year, they're going to be wrecked within the first couple of months. Like I need to change up my shoes like constantly. I probably have like, an appropriate amount of shoes that a normal girl would have.
Oh man.
And then just a little bit obsessive when it comes to the heels, but that's because in my profession, like to look good, and be able to do well kind of correlates with each other. So like, there's kind of like a standard as to what we kind of want to look like, right? So there's that, and like that's the amount of money that I put towards there. And then why I also buy pieces from Aritzia is because even though it's a fucking pain in the ass, that majority of them is like dry clean only.
Oh my God.
It's because the pieces actually, they last for quite a while versus if I went to, I don't know, Forever 21, that's now like RIP 21. That just, it will just shred up in the freaking
Oh yeah,
washer
that
in
stuff
like
turns
2
to
weeks, you
mulch,
know?
dude. Like you just like
Oh yeah.
spread it over your plants after your first wear because it will fertilize your garden.
Yeah, so I'm like, I see the value in quality pieces, but where I draw the line is like, I'm just as materialistic as the next bitch, okay?
My
But what I'm
goodness.
trying to say is like, I think we need to understand why we're doing it and like why we're buying these things is for me something that I've come to like, or I've grown to kind of figure out, what it means to me and like what it does for my happiness. I'm not trying to
Mm-hmm.
like Marie Kondo the
Oh
shit out
my
of this right now, but
god.
it's just more like, does it bring me joy? It does bring me joy for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you, Chris, the first big ticket item that I bought myself when I started doing well at my job and making a little bit more money than I'm used to, or
Yeah.
like more money than, here's again, like also background, I don't know how to save money. Like I'm like the shittiest
Oh
person when
god.
it comes to financial stuff. So that's why like it works between me and Mr. Pharmacist because he has that skill of just being financially sound. Like he's
Yes.
just really good with money and saving and stuff.
Love that.
And he's like, "Do you have a high interest savings account?" I'm like, "The fuck is that?"
Oh
I'm like, "I literally just bought into TFSA and like RRSP like 2 years ago. I set it up so that it automatically, the bank takes
yes.
however much money from my checking account and puts it into those accounts monthly, because if I don't have that set up, I'm not going to fucking do
Oh
it.
my
So
god.
so, with that said, I'm like, when I started making a little bit more money than I was used to, I'm like, I feel like I deserve something nice. And so, the first big ticket item that I bought myself was a Gucci wallet on chain. So, it's a little Gucci crossbody bag. And that thing was like, after taxes, probably like a little bit north of
Oh
$2,000.
my
So,
god.
Kate,
I nearly
that
had a
is nothing.
stroke.
Chris,
Oh my god. I
no,
have heart
don't.
palpitations. Oh my god.
Chris, there's fucking Birkin bags that are like over $50,000. Okay, chill the fuck
I'm
out.
sorry. What? Sorry. Sorry. Excuse me. So
Yeah, no,
what?
there's a bag. There's these bags called the style of the bag is called a Birkin, and it's from a brand named Hermes, or however the fuck you want to pronounce Hermes or whatever. I don't know how to say it properly. Okay, it's too rich for me. Um, and they have these bags that are like either made out of, I don't know, fucking crocodile skin, ostrich skin, whatever the fuck you name it. Like it's like the bag in Hollywood, right? Kim Kardashian has it, like another famous celebrity, like all the fucking female celebrities have it, like Paris Hilton, blah 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 blah. So they all have these bags and multiples of these bags, right? So those are like, and if a custom one, like they could go up to like 6 figures.
No,
Okay,
absolutely
so
not.
this two
Nope.
thousand dollar little Gucci wallet on chain is nothing. Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ.
but that was the first thing that I bought that was like, oh shit, there's a comma in the price tag,
Oh my
and
god.
so for me, I'm like, what? Why did I buy that? I bought it because I wanted to celebrate the fact that I felt like in the first time in a while, this is what working hard is like. This is like what pays off, when you
Mm-hmm.
work hard. And I thought to myself, I'm an adult now. I get to spend the money however I want to. And this is the one thing that I feel like will give me joy. But here's another thing, it's like $2,000. What could I have done with that? Because now
Taking
that
myself out
same
to
bag,
many, many meals. Many.
yeah.
I could have eaten many, many oysters. Many. I could have eaten all of the
Oh,
oysters with all of the horseradish. I could have eaten oysters Rockefellers until I had mercury poisoning.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like that $2,000, what could I have done with that? I
Mercury
could have
poisoning.
traveled, right? Or I could have gotten mercury poisoning,
Yes.
but I could have experienced the world. You know what I mean? And it's
Yes.
like I could have done so many things with that, but at the time, my mindset was I wanted to buy something that symbolized, to the world that hey, I've made it just a little bit, but I've made it a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but what did I do? Why did I do that? Because now that I think back on it, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, I could have used that money for something else. But why did I buy in to this materialistic world of having to have name brand things? And I'm using quotations here because what makes that so special,
Mm.
It's just another, like I could have just gone to fucking Herschel's and gotten a bag that to carry my stuff. But
Yeah.
no, I had to get the $2,000 bag with the GG in the fucking front, right? And it's like just capitalism, period. Like it's just it is so much. Like I'm just gonna take a pause there, but it's just there's so much under that umbrella of just
Mm-hmm.
they make you feel like you have to have this to show other people that you've made it, and then you buy into that concept unknowingly. Like you're born as a blank slate, and then just when you grow into adulthood, you're like, oh, well, being successful is like having a Rolex. Being successful is driving a nice car. But who the fuck are you showing it to? You're showing it to people that don't matter in your life. Nobody's going to be like, oh, look at Nikki. She's carrying like a Gucci bag. Like, oh, wow, And I was just saying, like, to Mr. Pharmacist, I'm like, do you know what this is? He's like, it's a Gucci bag. I'm like, yeah. And like, how do you feel about it? And he's like, absolutely nothing. I'm like, it's true though. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to feel like nobody feels for it, or nobody has any thoughts about it except for yourself. And you're
Yeah.
happy about it for maybe like, I don't know, a month. And you're like, oh, let me baby it.
Yeah.
Let's not get the leather scratched. Right. And then now I'm just like, I just chuck it. If it falls on the floor, fuck it. You know?
Yeah, it's funny because I'm starting to sort of realize, I don't know if this is like a difference, because like I don't know like what sort of the vibe is in Vancouver, but like I know growing up in Toronto, especially growing up sort of in the neighborhood that I grew up in, our a definition of like success or like flaunting success was less buying the expensive item, but how much you saved on the expensive item. Like it was never how much did I pay for this thing? It was like, I bought this thing that was worth this much dollars, but I got it for this price. Get at me. Like,
interesting.
Yeah. Like I remember growing up and like, I used to work for a hoity-toity brand when I was just starting university because, textbooks are expensive. And I was working with a bunch of guys, and I remember them talking about them getting, I don't remember what the watch was, but getting this watch for like a crazy cheap price, and like how he like haggled for it and how he ended up getting it. It was like, yo, that's some boss business right there. And I was like, really? For a watch? This is how much you paid? Like, to me, it was still like stupid expensive, but apparently it was a deal. And like, that was sort of like how you measured your success, was like, yo, I bought this thing. It was crazy cheap. It was on sale. Get at me. Like,
interesting. That's such a different way of looking at it.
Yeah. Like, it was one thing if you were buying like a very expensive, I don't know, blazer or whatever. But if you happen to like get that thing on sale and get it tailored and like it came up to like an excessively cheap price, you made it. You figured it out. Yeah.
Interesting. No, I mean, Vancouver people here are just, we're on another fucking level.
Oh man. We're a bunch of we're bargain hunters, man. Bargain hunters. Bargain.
I would used to think like, I physically cannot walk into downtown Vancouver unless I had like my makeup done, my hair was done, and like I had something that was name brand on me. For some odd fucking reason, I would be like, I don't want to go to downtown today because I'm not dressed for it.
Oh my god.
Where the fuck did that idea come from? Because now I look back and I feel like a complete idiot. Like, and same with everything else that I've bought that I don't need, where I understand, like there's things that I understand. Like if it's like shoes, I will still continue to buy nice shoes because your shoes take you places. Whatever's on your feet is really important because it could be bad for your back or whatever it is.
That's fair.
You could be really tired or whatever. But do you necessarily need something that nice, like a really expensive bag? Maybe not, right? Maybe not. Like if you're doing it for you, like if you're just like, this is what makes me happy, and not being like, oh, you know what? If I got the latest edition of like this bag from like this line, I'm pretty sure I'll get recognition or like whatever it is. Like these other bitches would be jealous. Like if you're doing it for that sole purpose, I don't think you should be like, maybe you should just look on the inside and being like, what void are you trying to fill here?
Yeah. I mean, like we're all going to die. Like you can't take it with you. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like who are you trying to impress here? Like who, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, is it this invisible person in society that's going to judge you for like, oh, look at Nikki. She's wearing like the bag from like 2 seasons ago. Like that's just like not fashion or whatever the
It's
fuck it
not
is, right?
fashion. Oh my God. I love
Nobody
it.
is nobody is judging you, okay? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like if you want to buy that nice thing for yourself because it makes you happy and not because you trying to show off to the
Mm-hmm.
world, that's where like, like that's the point that I have a problem with, right? Also, a little bit off topic, for the bitches who are out there where somebody compliments you on something that you're wearing or being like, oh, hey, for example, I really like the sweater that you're wearing. Where did you get it? And you fucking know where you got it, but for some odd fucking reason, you don't want to tell people and you're like, oh, I forgot. I like don't know. Fuck you. Like, honestly, I have such a rage for people like that because I'm just like, why? It's not like I'm gonna go out and buy the exact same fucking sweater as you and like wear it the same fucking day as you, okay?
I
Like, chill the
love
fuck
this.
out. I'm just trying to be like, hey, you know what? Help a bitch out. Like, I like their sweater. Maybe I'll like the other things. Like, maybe like let me know the store name, And
I love it.
if you genuinely forgot, okay. But for those bitches and you know who you are and you're like, oh, I forgot, but fuck you. Like the biggest fuck you. Okay. Anyways, that's
I
just like
love it.
me raging a little bit.
No, it's fine because I'm the exact I will tell you exactly where I got it and how much I paid for it because I want you to know that I can bargain. I
Ah,
yes, because there's a good chance that I probably bought the thing that I'm wearing for a ridiculously dumb cheap price because that's just who I am as a human being.
see, I do too, but not for that reason. If you asked me where I bought something or like you complimented my shoes or whatever, I'll be like, oh yeah, they're from Steve Madden. But then I think they were like from 2 years ago. I don't know if they still have it, but they might have something that's similar in like a different color because they usually
I
do
love
that. And I
that.
got it for like $59.99. No, I will tell
I
you,
love it.
even if you didn't ask me, I'm like, oh, don't worry, girl. Like the sweater is from like Aritzia. For sure, they still have it. Right now, there's a sale. Like, I will tell you even if it's unsolicited, I'ma tell you,
I
Like,
love it.
why not help a girl? I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I really don't
Yeah.
understand. Like, why can't we just spread love and like just be like, just benefit of the doubt, just like give it to people. I'll be like, I
Yeah.
love you and I love you and I love you and like rainbow kisses, lollipops, unicorns, hello, just come on. Like, why can't, like, it's hard enough being a girl. Why
It
can't we just
is.
fucking help each other out,
It's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. Just, be kind. Holla at your
Right.
sisters and tell them that you like the things that they're wearing. Or that you like their hair.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's it.
Fuck. Yeah. When I go to a restaurant and I see a waitress with like, when somebody's just waiting on my table and I'm like, I see her name tag, I'll be like, hi, Monica. Dude, come on. Just like the name tag is on there for a fucking reason. Use her name, right? Like, oh, hi. Like, and then like, they're like, oh, like, how you two doing today? I'll be like, I'm good. How are you? Like, and they'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks for asking. Like, dude, so fucking simple. Just make their day. I'll be like, oh, I love your earrings. Like, and they're like, oh, thank you. Like, just the
Yeah.
smallest thing.
Just
Holy fuck.
a nice little connection. That's all we need in
Be
humanity.
nice.
My
You don't have to
goodness.
be Canadian to be nice.
I
Just
love
fucking
it.
just be nice.
I love it.
Anyways, we're off topic.
It's okay.
Like we
It's all
always
right.
are.
We always are.
But I wanted to touch on like the fact that I'm also the type of bitch that I'm into like I don't even know how to like this is just new vocabulary here. I'm into
I love
like
it.
classy hippie shit.
Okay, expand and explain for full marks.
Right. Okay, so I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
So like when oat milk became a thing.
Okay.
I'm not lactose intolerant by any means.
Oh, so
right?
you're just like on the bandwagon. You're like, okay,
I
this
am.
is like good for the environment and it's good for me.
Yes.
So I'm like into it.
I did hear about this person. I heard from someone who heard from someone or who read an article here that
Mhm.
said that you use a lot of water to grow almonds. And so actually buying into almond milk is not necessarily nicest for the planet. Then I'll be like, okay,
Okay.
oat milk it is. Like, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, I'm one of those people that I'll be like, oh, okay. Do I still buy almond milk? Yes, I do, but just less,
Just
like I'll like
less.
look for an alternative. And classy hippie shit, fuck me. Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, take my money. I'm one of those people.
Oh man. Oh
Like,
man.
if you're a real hippie, There's no fucking way that you're giving money to Whole Foods. But a classy hippie would be like, I gotta go to Trader Joe's, or I gotta go to, no, this is me fucking last week. I gotta go to Whole Foods and get myself some truffle Gouda. That's me.
Oh my God.
I like, and some organic cranberries. That's me for sure. I buy into all of that.
Dude, I'm taking you to Kensington Market next time you're here because I feel like you will just live your best life in Kensington Market.
Oh, if it's a fucking farm market?
Oh, there's just like tons of like local vendors who like live and die for like good locally grown products. Like I just feel like you're gonna live your best trendy hippie life.
Oh fuck yeah, I'd love
in the
that.
Kensington Market. I absolutely, it's funny because it's like my least favorite part of Toronto. Like it's always like
What?
loud and like, I don't know, it's just like it's filled with the youth. And like there's always people riding their bikes. And I'm like, why is everyone playing a drum? Just like, I want to buy my produce and leave. My goodness. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. My God. But for you, I'm willing to do it.
Oh, nice.
For
Yes,
you, I
we'll
would
go
be
next
willing.
time.
Perfect. It'll be great.
Nice.
I'll find myself a coffee shop and just sit there while you frolic.
I love the earth, and I'm like as much as a tree hugger as the next person. But will I ever buy into an electric car? Maybe not. I think it's just for me because I do like cars. Like I like the sound of like a loud exhaust and, just like vroom vroom-ness. I like that. So I don't know. It's a fine balance, okay? Leave me alone, okay?
Listen.
I buy fair trade organic mangoes.
And you know
okay?
what?
Like,
that saves some turtles, and that's what matters.
Yes, save the fucking turtles. No, I bring that up because I was making, like, the reason why I went to go and actually buy the truffle Gouda cheese at Whole Foods was because I was making a charcuterie board. I didn't eat it because obviously I don't eat meat, but I made it.
Charcuterie board. You always have to say it just a little bit pretentious. A charcuterie board.
You can say it for me. So I was making a
charcuterie board.
Yes, and I wanted to have like the accoutrements.
Is that accoutrement?
Yes. Okay, fuck it now.
Yes.
All of that, like I needed to buy those for the board and made it look so fucking pretty.
You had to buy the accoutrement for the charcuterie board.
Yes, and I was walking down the aisle of like the dried fruit section, and there was a bag of like, it said fair trade organic mangoes. We touch the hands of the farmers that planted them. And there's like a picture of this old man just like holding a mango in black and white. I'm like, fuck me, take my money. So I bought it, and then I open it and I put it all together and I put it in a jar on the board. And then Mr. Pharmacist goes, what the fuck is this? It looks like dried up rat shit. I'm like,
oh my God.
You know what? It's fair trade organic mangoes. I put it in, I didn't taste it. I take one out and I tried it, and it was not edible. So I'm like,
man.
Okay.
Oh man.
But I bought it.
I don't even know what to say.
Again, marketing, packaging, Nikki's fucked. Like, just, I will buy it.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh, this old farmer guy is still growing mangoes. I'm like, I highly doubt it's this dude.
Oh, it 100%
But the
isn't.
fact that they had his face on the packaging, I'm like, I was sold.
Oh, man.
I was sold.
You're literally like the stories that our parents raised us with. We were told, like, no, why are you paying ostentatious amounts of money for like this when you could just go to like the local off-brand grocery store and get the same stuff for like way cheaper?
Chris, it's because I'm supporting the farmers, and it is fair trade.
Oh, man.
So I know they're getting paid a certain
the
amount
second
of
generation
money,
immigrant
and we're not
in me
fucking over their land.
Yo, the second generation immigrant in me like doesn't even know what to say. Oh man, like we'll go like to the local no frills and we're like, this is fine. This like kind of sad fruit is okay. This'll do. This no name brand product is okay.
No. I think it's because, you know what? I am very privileged. I am very lucky to have financial freedom, so to say, in this aspect where I'm like, I can afford to spend whatever it was, like $7.99 on like a little bag that's like 200 grams of dried mangoes that were organic
Yeah.
and fair trade. Like I can do that, and it won't be like choosing between this and like having a meal for,
Yeah.
my dinner. Like so I'm very privileged, and I acknowledge and I know that, but it's like at the same time, I know, like I am fully aware and like I am conscious of the fact that I am totally a sucker for this
Oh
shit.
man.
So that's why I try my best not to walk into Whole Foods. Like when I'm near, I'm just like, hold me back, like hold me
Oh
back.
man.
I
I get
can't
that.
be
I get that.
trusted.
I'm the same way in a bookstore. Oh man, you just show me like an old classic edition book. Yo, I will buy your whole shop. Yeah,
Oh.
that's my like I'm materialistic, but like in a very like obscure, weird way.
Uh-huh.
I'm a sucker for a good restaurant. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a foodie. I love taking
Oh.
myself out to dinner. I will shop at No Frills for my groceries and I will cook a meal and I will be fine with it. But if I'm going to like a restaurant, like I want like a 12-course tasting menu just for me.
Ooh, you fancy.
Yeah, dude. Or it's like I won't spend $500 on clothing. Like that's like obtuse to me. Like clothing is silly. I used to work for a Scandinavian fast fashion retailer that shall not be named for many a years. So I have like seasons upon seasons of like mulch clothing, like, clothing that turns to mulch because that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I will
Yeah.
spend like an excessive amount of money in a bookshop anywhere. Like my friends will tell you that you will physically have to like take things out of my clutches when I am in a bookstore. They were like, you do not need this
Huh.
15th copy of Gen X just because it's a different color, Chris. You don't need this. Put this away. And then I end up spending more money than I really should on things that I don't need. So I get it. I hear you. Just for like different things.
Yeah. Fast fashion is a problem for sure.
Yeah.
I think as long as you cut back, I'm not telling you guys to fucking cut out every single fast fashion brand, okay? I'm just saying be conscious and aware of just a little bit more of where your stuff is coming from,
Yes.
and like if you don't need it, don't buy into the trends. Like when neon pants was a
Oh
thing,
man.
I fucking had a pair of those. And
No.
guess what? I wore it one time.
Oh
And that's
man.
like $70 down the drain or whatever it is, right? So it's like, don't buy into the trends, buy into the essentials, and keep quality
Yeah.
pieces. And like, I'm probably not the best person to say this because like I buy a lot of shit from Aritzia, but a lot of my stuff from Aritzia, I keep for a very long time.
Yeah.
And when I'm like, when it doesn't fit me anymore because I've gained like 15 pounds, 20 pounds from quarantine,
Okay, relax. Good lord.
I like hand me downs.
Yeah.
I hand it down to like a friend or like a family friend that, just it's like instead of, or I donate it,
Yeah.
right? But it's like still good pieces of clothing because they're not going to die on you. I'm like trying to limit myself now that I know
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the whole like the Bangladesh, whatever, factories, people not getting paid or whatever it
Yeah.
is. And like, if you do your research a little bit, see where your clothing comes from if you can. And, if you already have stuff from that brand or so to say, try to take care of it if you can and just keep it for a
Just keep it
while.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously, replace some items. Like, go ahead and shop and replace items that you've lost or are
Yeah.
worn out and stuff. But not necessarily do you need to be always buying a bunch of shit when everything's on sale. I did a pretty good job of, like, just, like, self control during this Aritzia sale. Like, I didn't, like, blow my entire fucking bank account on it.
Oh my god, you and Aritzia, I can't with you.
I know my Vancouver showing. It is tough, man. It is, you buy into this and you just can't. It's like a fucking cult. Like I can't leave,
Oh man. I I get that. Again, with like local Toronto brands, it's the same thing. I hear it. I get it. It's like, oh, Muttonhead's having a sale. Take my money. I don't need these shirts, but guess what? I'm gonna get them.
Yeah, and like the little things that they've done in like just recently where they're like
Mhm.
donating a bunch of like clothing to frontline workers and nurses and stuff, or like with the Black Lives Matter movement, I think they donated like $100,000 or something. Maybe they're doing it so that they're relevant and they're in the media for doing something nice. Like regardless of what the intention
Mm-hmm.
is, whether it be for selfish reasons or not, they did donate that money, and it is going to a good cause. I'm not going to be like, oh, they're
Mm-hmm.
probably just riding the clout. Like I'm not. Whatever it is, they did it, so cool on them. And I
Yeah.
see that. I'm not like gonna marry the brand because they did something nice this one time, but it is something.
It's something. Yeah, there's a brand out of Brampton, Ontario, which is not too far from Toronto. Some will say it's part of Toronto.
Shade. I sense
Yeah,
shade.
a little bit. But they make these amazing masks right now, which is it's very on brand and on current, social zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Wear your damn masks, please. Oh my God. Stop licking each other's eyeballs and start wearing your masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have these super cool masks. It's this brand called Noble Authority. I've like literally purchased, I think, a mask for almost every important person in my life. They're like $15. They ship for free. They've got like a cool little logo on the side of it. It's like, it looks like Drake's If You're Reading This Is Too Late album.
Yes, but
Yeah, so
it
it
said like
says if you're reading this, you're too close.
Yes, you showed me that.
Yes, go get yourself 15 of them. Please support those guys because they're giving some money back to feeding frontline workers, which is super awesome. And then you get a little piece of Toronto clout to put on your face, which is
Yes.
interesting and funny and dumb and nice. So
And fashion.
go check them out. And Trey Fashion. I love that you're using that. Thank you for using that. That makes me very happy.
I think it's, well, I mean, anything to take your mind off of quarantine. I can't with that one.
Of course, yes, quarantine.
I should have not said that. It is the question time on our podcast.
Oh, yes.
Chris, what was the question?
The question was, what are some of your fears? I'm gonna go really obtuse with this.
Like irrational fears?
I'm gonna go with some of my irrational fears.
Oh, okay.
You know those stupid household centipedes? Like
what the fuck?
So in Toronto, we have like these like bebe like centipedes. They're like tiny, and they've got like super long, scary legs.
Wait, like the actual thing itself is long, not the legs, right? The legs are not like long.
The legs are long. The legs are scary long. It's like this. It's like Satan made a spider and then put 30 of them together, and then that's it. Like it's terrifying to look at.
What the hell?
And they move super quick, and in the summertime, they like come into your home because it's hot out. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. I always get like into a little bit of a lull when I haven't seen one for a while because I'm like, I know you're somewhere. I know you're going to pop out of somewhere. I'm going to freak out. I can handle spiders. I can handle beetles. I can handle anything. But like, if someone held up one of those to me and like tried to mug me, like I would give them all my money.
What
like I would be rendered useless. Easily.
Throw a
100%.
centipede on Chris and you can have her whole wallet.
I will freak out. I will give
God.
you everything in my will. Like, it's...
That's pretty silly.
Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, that's probably one of my biggest fears. And bank tellers.
What?
I am terrified of bank tellers. Okay, first off, they know all of your private information, right? So they could, like, if they were, like, sneaky, if they had, like... if they had malevolent intentions, they could just, like, rob you blind and just like take away all of your life savings. But they're also like so chatty and they always want to like know stuff about you. And I'm like, first off, you know about my money and now you want to know about me? Like, what are you planning? Are you trying to steal my identity? Like, what are you doing?
Oh,
like, I don't
God.
understand what your intentions are and I don't like it and you're terrifying and I don't want to talk to you. Don't look at me in the eye.
I'm pretty sure there's like many protocols put in place to ensure that a situation like that would not happen where a bank teller steals your identity and steals your money in your bank account.
I mean, it could happen. It could happen and they're too friendly and I don't like it. And if I swear, if a bank teller was holding a centipede, it would be game
Oh
over.
my.
Like I would just drop dead right there. Just drop dead right there.
Oh my god. Just take my money. Just take it.
Just kill me right here. Just kill me and call it a day.
Question. Are you
Yes.
one of those people that like don't talk in an Uber?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just silent the entire way.
Yes.
Wow.
And a lot of the times, and I'll tell you probably, like, my stream of consciousness is, like, always thinking, like, where am I going? Where is it? Where are you driving me? Are you taking the right way? Are you going to kidnap me? Who am I going to get to Liam Neeson me if I get taken?
I will find you. That's not how he sounds, but
yeah.
like I tried.
I will find you and I will kill you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, I will find you.
I have a special set of skills. Like,
we suck at voice acting.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you right now, like, we like absolutely suck.
No, I don't suck at voice acting. I suck at impressions. That's what the difference is.
Oh, sorry, impressions. We suck at impressions.
I'm a great voice actor. Oh my god, I'm a great voice actor. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's literally the only. Like, is that a? We need a name for that. Is that a Susan? Like, is that a?
Oh man, I think it might be like a Chelsea or a Chloe. I don't know, man.
Oh wow, Chelsea.
Oh my god, my name is Chelsea.
Sorry to anybody whose name is actually Chelsea and actually sounds like that. We're really sorry. Like, we're
I'm
not
so
trying
sorry.
to. Like, don't Karen out on us, okay?
Don't sue us. Don't sue us. This is not based on real life. We're not stealing your identity, I promise. That's what bank tellers will do with a centipede.
Oh my god. I can't with you.
Nikki's face right now is hilarious. She's like, why am I friends with this insane person?
Centipede and bank tellers. Like, just, oh man.
Yeah, dude. Oh, and geese, because geese are always like trying to kill me.
Who could forget the geese?
But yeah, we've already talked about
Yes.
my beef with geese.
Yes.
Those are my fears. Yeah, for sure. If a goose was a bank teller as a part-time job and was trying to rob me with a centipede, like I would just jump off Scarborough Bluffs.
It's the end of the earth for Chris.
Yeah. I would just I would kill myself.
You'd be like, the world is flat and it needed to be because I'm just gonna walk right off it. Like, just let me just walk right off this earth.
Just yep, exactly. Okay, Nikki. Spotlight on you.
It's not that crazy. I have two irrational fears. Most people who know me already know this because I always bring it up. But irrational fear of going blind because I have one eye that's like I have glaucoma and I'm wearing sunglasses. That's why I wear sunglasses all the time. It's not because I'm trying to be a bitch, okay?
Oh, so you're not trying to be a rapper in a club in 2002?
No, I'm not trying to be Future. I just have glaucoma, and it's when it's like an overcast situation outside, I can't. It's literally too bright. It is too bright for my eyes, and I will squint, and that makes my eyes way worse. And because I have these like giant freaking eyelash extensions, and if I'm squinting,
oh my gosh,
that's you can't even see my eyes. Like, I'm not trying to be
that's
like
so funny,
you know, Asian and being like my eyes are small. My eyes are fucking huge, okay? It's just my eyelashes. It's just a lot of them, and then when I squint because it's too bright, you can't even see. Like, you're like, hey, are you awake or are you sleepwalking? That's the situation I'm dealing with, okay?
Oh my goodness.
So going blind, I'm always wearing my sunglasses for that one reason. Second thing is smelling bad. So I would rather you smell me from a mile away because of my perfume is way too fucking strong, rather than just like if you have to stick your nose like right into my armpit for you to smell body odor. I would rather you smell me, like my perfume, I mean, from like a mile away.
Like you fell into a vat of perfume. And you just clambered your way out.
Exactly. And like I've gotten like comments from my colleagues before, like at work. I'll be like, it's about maybe a 20 steps from my office to the bathroom. And I would go to the bathroom, do my business, come back out, walk to my office. And a colleague or a coworker would walk to the bathroom from another way and then walk the same way past my office. And they would stop at my office and be like, did you just come from the bathroom? And I was like, how would you know? And they're like, I literally followed the trail of your scent. like your perfume. Like I could like, and I've been wearing the same perfume for like the past 8 years.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, and so like if you know me, you know what I smell like immediately, and like
Mm-hmm.
you will always smell that on me. I spray like the two behind my neck, on my wrist, on my hair, and underneath my shirt. Like just you'll smell me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord. I got like one on the neck, one on the wrist. Done.
No, no, no. I got like fucking 8 sprays in there. Like if
Good
I'm not
Lord.
wearing perfume, or even worse, if I'm not wearing deodorant that day, I will be fully conscious of how
I
like
get that.
how close you are in my bubble that day. For sure. I'll be like,
I get that.
I can't. I'm like, and I know that it's irrational because I'm like, I literally just showered this morning and I'm not doing
Mm-hmm.
any freaking physical activity where I'm like,
Strenuous
yeah.
activity. Yeah.
So obviously I'm not sweating and like I shouldn't smell. But the fact that I don't have any protection, I'm like, just
Is
stay
making
out of
you
my bubble.
nervous.
Yeah, oh for sure. Like just like it gives me like cold sweats like down my neck. I'm like,
I get that. I hear that.
yeah,
I understand that one. That one's not completely irrational.
right. Neither is the going blind thing.
I mean, coming from me, the going blind thing is actually rooted. So these like aren't irrational technically. Mine are a little bit crazy.
And I have shit memory. I have goldfish memory. So probably early set dementia.
Yeah.
That's also another fear. But that, again, that's not too irrational.
Oh man. Yeah, like those ones are like they're pretty reasonable.
Exactly. So I'm pretty boring. So you're the cool one here with your
I'm no,
centipede
I
fucking.
feel like cool is like a euphemism for insane. So you're the insane person
We are
here.
all crazy. What did I say? We are
Yeah,
all crazy.
I know. Well, now, yep. I mean, centipedes and geese and bank teller.
If you are any of these things, I am
Stay away
sorry.
from me.
Exactly.
Stay away from me.
We're not trying to discriminate, okay?
Yes, just don't disclose it to me and we'll be fine. If you are a human-sized centipede, please do not come near me. I am not in. No, we're not doing that.
If you are a bank teller and you're okay with being sacrificed in a zombie apocalypse, sorry, your privileges just got revoked because Chris is not choosing you to be your
Yes,
life partner just because you're a bank
I'm
teller.
so sorry.
Just
I'm
saying.
sorry.
You
I'm so
lost your
sorry.
chance. Yeah.
If
Go
you
quit your
like,
job.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, if you quit your job, I would be interested. This is fine, but like, until then, no.
Yeah.
Don't try to make small talk with me and then try to steal my money.
Yeah. And if you have a
Yeah,
pet centipede,
no,
no.
no, 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 no. Game over.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys for tuning in this week for our podcast. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Reach us at editorialpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your questions.
Yes. Yes. You can also reach us on our social media at Twitter and on Instagram at the Hipstagram, if you will, at editorial. Yeah. So send us your questions. We need questions. We want to hear from you guys. Gosh.
Yeah. We still have we have some here, but it's
Yeah.
always nice to have new ones. And so we can pick
Yeah.
and choose and see what fits better with this week's
Yeah.
program.
Yes, indeed. Guys, it's been a long day. We're a little bit loopy. So
I know, yeah. I'm like, this is the longer, like, this is one of the longer podcast episodes. Like, I just, like, came from a hike and I'm a little, like, dazed, Like, it's just
Yeah.
too much green. It's too much oxygen on the
Oh my
mountains.
God. I don't know how you guys do it in Vancouver. I need that pollution, man. I need it.
Oh, God.
I love Toronto smog.
Oh.
It's great. It's so hot right now. It feels like you're walking through soup. It's great. All that muggy pollution, delicious.
Nice, nice. I had to wear a sweater today, even though it was 22 degrees, because
Get
it was a
out
bit
of
windy
here.
on the mountain.
God. Oh, I'm so annoyed. God.
Oh, my God. Okay, we got to end this. Okay, well,
Okay.
thank you so much for listening, and stay real.
Stay real.